Hey, Matthew, welcome to Vancouver. First of all, just your reaction to the trade and how you found out yesterday and what the last, day or so has been like for you.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild. I guess the last 24 hours or so. I found out yesterday, and just at the tail end of morning skate, that I was traded. Wasn't sure where I was going, and then shortly found out after that was headed to Vancouver. And certainly couldn't be any more excited than to play for a Canadian team, and very much looking forward to it. After that, I hopped on a plane, and here I am. Got here last night and started my quarantine.
And in terms of, your style of play for Canuck fans that may not have seen you play a lot, what do you hope to bring to this group? And have you had a chance to talk with the coaching staff about what your role might be the rest of the year here?
Yeah, haven't talked to the coaching staff in specifics. Just kind of a hi, hello. Got a couple texts and whatnot. So nothing too particular, but my game style is to bring energy. I want to get in on the forecheck, create turnovers, be responsible defensively, and ultimately get the puck to the front of the net. And that's kind of the way I like to play hockey.
Next up, we'll go to Ben Kuzma.
Hey, Matthew, welcome to Vancouver. Like a lot of other players, you've had some success at the minor league level. You set the rookie record for the franchise in the A when you had a 24-goal season. How far are you removed, you think, from at least contributing at some level offensively in the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I do believe I'm close. I don't believe it's necessarily for a lack of chances. If I was to go back through this year, I think I had a good amount of chances that just sometimes they don't go in. So I think I'm close. Sometimes it's a little bit of a confidence thing too. And I'm just looking forward to, trying to do anything that I can do to help the team.
A follow up, if I may, Matthew. Some of your teammates back in Chicago say you're, to put it nicely, your game prep is pretty precise, maybe bordering a little bit on the superstitious nature. Are you one of those left skate, right skate guys? How much is that prep part of your makeup?
Yeah, they're pretty accurate on that. I would say that I'm very routine oriented. That's just the way that I prepare. I've always believed if you have a good routine, then you prepare the same way, and you hope to play the same way every night. So I just try to keep things the same, know what works for me, and kind of go from there.
Next up is Ian McIntyre.
Hi, Matthew. I know towards the end of your time in Chicago, you weren't playing a whole lot. How much do you crave just the chance to play and prove that you can play at this level?
Yeah, it's super exciting, the opportunity. Like I said, I just want to be able to play to help the team in any way. Doesn't matter how. It's just super exciting. I mean, we're hockey players. We love to play the game, and sometimes it's hard to be on the outside, watching. So it's exciting. We want to play games, and that's what we live for.
And yet the last couple of weeks, what the Canucks have been known for around the NHL, of course, is this terrible COVID outbreak. So did it give you pause yesterday when you heard you're going to Vancouver? Are you worried at all about coming into an environment that has been so unhealthy for players here the last couple of weeks?
No, certainly not worried. What has kind of transpired here is terrible. Like I feel so bad for the guys, but it's one of those things that throughout the season we're just going to have to kind of adapt through it. And with all the health and safety protocols, feel very safe coming into this environment.
Next up is Jeff Patterson.
Hey, Matthew, welcome to Vancouver. You've been described as a high energy guy. Energy is one of those words that kind of gets thrown around a lot and means different things to different people in the hockey world. do you kill penalties, or have you done any penalty killing?
Yes, I have. Not always on a consistent basis, but certainly in the minors and a good portion last year and in the bubble as well.
Is that, I mean, do you think your skill set lends itself to that as something that you might be able to do here in Vancouver?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I think that that's always been part of my game, and would like to bring that with my game as we go here.
Okay, we'll go now to Jim Morris.
Thank you, Matthew, for taking the time to speak to us. Again, I know you've just got here and you're just getting in your quarantine, but you're aware that the Canucks, I think, have a schedule of 19 games in 30 days or some number like that coming up. As a player, how do you look at that, or just the challenges that presents? Just the wear and tear that's going to take on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy year, and I think every team's had to have adapted to different scenarios. Certainly, 19 games and 30 odd days is going to be a challenge, but it's just kind of the way the seasons went for every team, and you just have to ride with the ebbs and flows and do your best and make sure you take care of your body.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, and if we have any other questions for Matthew Highmore here, please use the raise hand function, and we'll go now to Chris Faber.
Hey, Matthew, welcome to Vancouver, first of all. After coming out of junior and being such a prolific scorer there, you've kind of adjusted your game. It feels like in the 4 years of pro, you're almost at 200 professional games now. What was the biggest adjustment that you kind of made from your game becoming a professional player?
I think for me, my role early in junior had been kind of a checking role, energy kind of role. And then as I progressed, obviously my last 2 years in junior probably were a little bit more offensive. But to me, I think ever since I got to the pro level is just being able to adjust to what the team needs, what I can bring, given the certain situation. And, honestly, at the end of the day, it's whatever is best for the team, and whatever I can provide is, what I want to be able to do.
And Jim Benning mentioned that after conversations when you were becoming a pro as a free agent, there was some conversations there. Could you talk about maybe anything, the relationship with the Canucks before you got traded here?
For me, I wasn't aware. Maybe there was some stuff behind the scenes, but I wasn't aware at the time in junior.
Okay, perfect. Next up, we'll go to Rob Williams.
Hi, Matthew. Looks like you had probably the most success in your short NHL career so far in the playoff bubble last year. Can you, describe what that was like, having that success, and maybe what you think led to that success?
Yeah, the bubble personally was a great step. I thought I took a good step towards being the player that I want to be. A lot of it was keeping my game simple, playing hard, and feeling comfortable in the league. Sometimes it's tough when you come into the league to kind of feel comfortable to be able to play your game, but that was kind of the next step for me. I felt that I was just more mature and certainly more ready to play, comfortable, just being comfortable in the situation.
Thanks.
Okay, and we'll go back to Ian McIntyre for one more.
Is this your first quarantine, and what are you going to do for the next 6.5 days?
This isn't my first quarantine over the last year and a bit, but you know what? I'm going to reset here because it's been a crazy kind of day and a bit. Going to try to get some little mini workouts in, and stay as ready as possible, and rest up. You know, I'll be certainly raring to go once the 7 days is over.